morning, dragons. I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame, and look who it is. It's Henrietta. We've missed you, Henrietta. Welcome to the show. And we want to welcome you to the news of Camelot. Today's Thursday, February 17th, 2022, and it's a Friend of Flame Day and a Friend of Henrietta Day. We will touch more on that before we get going, dragons. Let's hear what Muhammad has to say. Take it away, Muhammad.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now it's time for the moment of silence.
Excellent work, Muhammad. We're so glad you led us in the Pledge of Allegiance and the moment of silence. Flame, the sun is going to rise today at 6:58 in the morning. And Henrietta, the sun is going to set at 5:49 in the evening. Dragons, there's a lot going on. The weather's been nice, been very sunny. That's been neat. And Henrietta stopped by because she noticed a friend that was scurrying out from underground, and we had a nice conversation about animals that hibernate. And when animals hibernate, that means that they take what we call like a long winter's nap, or they stay a little warmer from the winter weather when it's so cold, right? They want to stay warm, and they might sleep for a very long time in the winter. So there are a bunch of animals, especially in Virginia and northern parts, that hibernate. And they're still in winter. We're still in winter. But Henrietta wanted to point out that there was a friend of Flame, that came up that they saw underground, and it was a skunk. And we have love as our Positivity Project character trait this week. And we love all animals. And sometimes skunks get a bad reputation, right? Because they don't like to be bothered, and they might shoot something out if they think that they're in danger. But skunks are great. That's why they're friends of Flame and friends of Henrietta. And skunks live here in Virginia and a lot on the eastern part of the United States. And most of them are black and white. They might have stripes. They might have spots, kind of like Henrietta, right? That's kind of neat. But we want to see if you know anything about skunks, dragons, right? Especially if we might see one coming up from hibernating. All right, so ready? Skunks. Are skunks herbivores, which means they eat only plants? Are they carnivores, which means they eat only meat? Or are they omnivores, which means they eat both plants and meat? What do you think, Flame? No, they are not carnivores. Henrietta? Yes, they are omnivores. Very good. They are omnivores. And most of the meat that they eat are small insects or grubs or beetles that might get in the way of destroying crops. But mostly they eat vegetation and other plants. All right, so skunks. Are they predators, which means they're on the hunt? Are they prey, which means they're being hunted? Or are they both predator and prey, which means that sometimes they get attacked and sometimes they are the attacker? Yeah, that's a good point. It's a trick question because you don't really hunt insects. So most of the time this answer would be prey. But if you said both, we would accept that answer. And the bad news for skunks is that lots of animals hunt skunks. They are only about 10 pounds, so they're easy to go after. But owls and wolves and bears and badgers, they're always on the attack for skunks. All right, so skunks. Are we least concerned about their population, which means we have plenty of them? Are they threatened, which means their numbers are going down? Or are they in danger, which means if we're not careful, we might lose skunks? What do you think, Flame? That's very good, Flame. We are least concerned about their population, and part of the reason is they do protect themselves really well from predators and other animals. They do hibernate for safety, and they are excellent diggers, right? So you don't have to worry about them becoming extinct anytime soon. Skunks, are they diurnal, which means they're most active in the day? Are they crepuscular, which means they're active at the sunrise and the sunset? Or are they nocturnal, which means that most of their activity happens at nighttime? Yeah, the skunks are mostly awake at night, but they tend to be a little bit crepuscular because they sometimes come up when the sun rises, right? Or in the sun sets, they might be looking for food or water, but mostly nocturnal. Now, this is a fun one, dragons. We hope you like this one. And it's kind of tricky. We've done this the last handful of weeks. What can skunks do well on this list? Do skunks run really well? Do skunks jump really well? Do skunks swim really well? Or do skunks climb really well? If you had to picture a skunk, right, and what they do, what in this list do they do well, or maybe even the best? Yeah, isn't it interesting? They don't really climb. They climb a little, but not a lot. They don't really swim. They just kind of want to drink the water, and they live near water. They don't really jump because they don't need to. They sort of stay on the ground. And they don't really run. They just sort of hang out with their families. Isn't that interesting, though? When you think of casual animals and animals that are they're kind of there to enjoy life and enjoy nature, skunks don't have this outwardly physical gift other than being striped and having a way to protect themselves. So skunks, dragons, if you see a skunk, right, let's just go over the quick rules. If you see a skunk, do not ask if it wants to play, right? We know that right off the bat. Don't ask a skunk if it wants to play. It might think that you're trying to go after it. And since it can't run, jump, swim, or climb that well, they do those things, but they don't do them all that well. Just stay calm, sort of give it a friendly wave, and like, hey, I love you, skunk, and then everything will be fine, right? That's your advice you would give us, right, Henrietta? And when you see a skunk around, just note it might be burrowing back into its hole, right? Because it might still be sleeping, and it might just want some peace and quiet. Dun-da-da! It's time for the birthday box! And we can show our love and appreciation of all animals, all of Friends of Flame, right? We just love when we see and learn so much about each other and of skunks. And dragons, you'll love this. We have a birthday today, a very special new dragon to the dragon family, right? Today's the 17th, so we have Muhammad Hadari, brand new to Camelot in 2nd grade. Muhammad, happy birthday to you. That is wonderful. So we had a Muhammad do the pledge, and we have a Muhammad that has a birthday. That's really fun. So dragons, today is Thursday, and tonight we have virtual bingo night, and we might have been sent a Zoom link gets going at 7 o'clock. You might already have your virtual bingo card, so that's great. That's tonight, and you can still answer the trivia question of how many Super Bowls were decided by 3 points. So if you haven't submitted anything just yet, you can put it in the box, and we'd love to read some of your answers on the air. So, on behalf of Flame and on behalf of Henrietta, great job with the report, Henrietta. I'm Mr. Salerno. Have an awesome Thursday today, dragons, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.